Hi y'all, welcome back. So I haven't been feeling too good these past couple of days, and I decided to make this big pot of warm, comforting chicken soup to make me feel better. And I want to show you a detailed recipe so that when you're not feeling well, you can make it too. Keep watching. Let's start off by prepping our chicken. I'm going to wash it using some apple cider vinegar. Then we're going to remove any feathers, any gunk or whatever it's unwanted and that we don't want to eat. I like to grab a second bowl so that I don't mix the clean chicken with the unclean chicken. Look at all that mess in the water. See why it's important to clean your chicken? The next thing that I'm going to do is wash my chicken with some lime. I'm going to discard the lime water and rinse the chicken one last time until the water runs clear. I am speeding through the cleaning process, but you can find a detailed tutorial on how to clean your chicken in the description box below. Get some napkin to pat your chicken dry and let's season it. I'm going to keep it very simple and I'm just going to use some salt, some garlic salt and some black pepper. Mix well. Set it aside and let's make our dumplings. I think that a soup is not a soup without dumplings. I'm making cornmeal dumplings, so I'm going to use flour, sugar, salt, some coarse cornmeal and some fine cornmeal, and then we're going to mix it well. Add some butter and mix it into your flour. I'm using a fork, but you can also use your hands to do so. When it's all incorporated, we're going to create a well and add our water little by little because we do not want a soggy dumpling dough. It needs to be firm and nice. When my dough is almost come together, I'm gonna ditch the fork and grab my hand because that's the way that you get a good feel on the dough. But if you don't really like to touch flour, using a fork before is better and your hands after. Knead your dough properly so that you can pick up any leftover flour that the water didn't get and knead it, knead it, knead it, let it come together. This is the texture that we are looking for, not too hard yet not too soft that it sticks on your hand. So you're going to form a ball and set your dumpling aside. Moving on to the veggies that I use to make my chicken soup. So I use some leek, I use some green onion and some thyme, some cabbage, some pumpkin, some carrot, onions, Tannia, and potatoes. Let's get ready to wash and clean our veggies. I have my bowl with water, I have my chopping board, my knife, and my bowl for discards. I'm starting off by peeling my carrots and my potatoes. You can always find the exact measurements and ingredients that I use in the description box below, so don't hesitate to take a look at it. Go ahead and cut your onion in two. We are only going to use 1/2. Empty the seeds out of your pumpkin and cut it up so that it can be easier to peel. Then peel your Tannia. Tannia is also known as dasheen or Cocoyam. The Tannia is super dirty, so I'm going to give the vegetable a rinse, throw away the water, and add some fresh water. Now that I have clean water, I'm going to continue by cleaning my leeks, my green onions, my parsley, and my thyme. But I did not use the parsley because it was withered, so I tossed it. I went ahead and chopped my pumpkin and my carrots because that's the first vegetables that I'm going to add to the soup. Get your hot water ready and let's get the show on the road by adding some oil to our pot. When your oil is hot, add your chicken wings and fry them up. Toss them up from time to time so that they can get brown on all sides. This is as brown as mine got, and I took them out and set them aside. Add your hot water to the pot and then add 2 chicken stock cubes. I'm adding some clove as well as 2 heaping tablespoons of green seasoning, and then I'm going to mix well. When it's well combined, we're going to add our chopped pumpkin and our chopped carrots. We're going to give it a little stir and cover and let it boil for about 15 minutes. While that's boiling, we're going to go ahead and chop the next vegetables that we're going to add to our soup. And those will be onion, green onion, leeks, and Tannia or dasheen, however you like to say it. I also chopped the cabbage because my pumpkin and carrot were not ready yet. The pumpkin is the vegetable that gives our soup its beautiful orange color, so we need it to be super soft and mashable like this. Let's add some more hot water to our pot before adding our next vegetables. Now we're adding thyme, Tannia, leek, green onion, and onion. Give it a mix, cover it, and let it boil for 15 minutes. Let's chop the last vegetable that we're going to add to our soup, which is the cabbage and the potatoes. Let's check on our soup because it's definitely smelling good. I'm going to go ahead and add some chicken seasoning to it. And add the last of my vegetables. Give everything a mix and then add back your chicken to the pot. If you are enjoying these videos, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment to let me know what part of the world you are watching me from. I will be sure to answer you. Let's prepare our dumplings. We're gonna create logs with our dumpling dough. That way we'll be able to cut the logs and create bite-sized pieces dumplings. Add your dumplings to the soup and stir from time to time so that they don't stick on the bottom. Let your dumpling boil for about 10 minutes before taking out the branches of thyme. They have done their job. The next thing we're gonna add is some chicken flavored noodle soup. Give it a mix to evenly distribute the noodles. Let your noodles cook for 5 minutes before giving your soup a taste and adjusting your seasoning. Mine was missing a little bit of salt. Let your soup bubble for 5 extra minutes, then your soup will be ready to enjoy, guys. It is a bit liquidy because it's super hot, but as it cools, it thickens. I turned my heat off and served myself a big bowl of this comforting goodness. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. I'm always happy to have you. It is always my pleasure to share recipes, tips, and tricks to help you make your cooking easier and to encourage you to make more homemade meals. I post a new video every Sunday, so subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, see you next time!